This video is an overview of the Railmation development system. So as you can see here, I'm showing you the rail car, and it's got the robot arm in the middle, and it's got a carrier there for petri dish, small test tubes, mini test tubes, and our own custom granular solids dispenser. So I can show you going down the track here and going to all the workstations. So right now it's running pretty slowly, and eventually, once we make hardware and software improvements, this will all run much faster. But I'll show you the three, zoom out here and show you the three workstations. This one is a liquids dispensing station. It has, first off over here, it has a peristaltic pump, which pumps liquid out of the flask. And under the flask, I have a motor which spins magnets to be able to do mix up the solution. Has a pipette in there for doing pipetting. It has a tip exchange system, so you always have fresh tips. Test tube holders there, petri dish holder. I have a couple dishes here that the pipette system is able to use, and there you see the syringe at the other end of the peristaltic pump to be able to pump out precise amounts of liquid. Next is a solid dispenser workstation. So the custom solid dispensers that I designed are brought in from the rail car here. The petri dish is brought in, and then it spreads the granular solids around the petri dish in some precise volume. And over here, the motor is being used to control the amount that's dispensed and also to prevent log jams. And finally, over here, we have a microscope, which I think could be sold as a standalone type of product. So basically, the z-axis goes up and down to control the focus, and the horizontal two horizontal axes are used for panning. So you can bring in a petri dish, take the lid off, and examine what you have under the microscope. But there's still a lot of software that needs to be built with that. Right now I have basically manual control, but there needs to be like autofocus, auto panning software, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of that already available on the internet, open source type of stuff. So it's a question of integrating that. So over here, just showing what the system that I'm using it for now is yeast cell culture. I think there could be a big market for that, both for experimenters, people doing home brewing, beer and wine type of things. So here I have the Marmite, which I mixed in with water in the flask, dextrose and peptone, which are used basically as food for the yeast. And there's some petri dishes over there, some of the samples that I've used with this system. So basically, you can see the rail here is electrified, and the great advantage of that, I don't need any batteries in this system. But it still has wireless communication with the robot from my PC. And so got everything integrated into this robot arm, and all the firmware and stuff is on there, and that's basically the system I have right now. And I'd love to improve this, as there's a lot of things like storage areas and incubation areas for cell culture that I want to add on to this system. And I think this is a perfect system for like replacing existing home laboratories, high school chemistry and biology laboratories, just because of the cost. And once we get all the software and hardware improvements, it'll be really high performance. And I hope you'll watch my other videos where I'll go through a demonstration of how each of these workstations work and show you bringing materials on and off of the rail car as well.